Hey guys, welcome to Pepcoding. In today's lecture, we are going to solve this question, which is minimum add to make parenthesis valid. I hope you are getting the question from the statement itself. So let's read this question. Given a string S of parentheses, opening and closing parentheses, fine. You need to find count of minimum number of parentheses, opening, closing, when added in any position so that the result parenthesis string is valid. Okay, so let's talk about what are valid parentheses and what are invalid parentheses. Okay, that means what are valid parentheses string and what are invalid parentheses string. Fine, they will provide us some string of parentheses like this, or maybe this. Fine, so we have to find what are valid and invalid. Okay, so I have taken this example. Fine, so let's firstly not talk. Now I am going to write some equations. Okay, of 8th and 9th class. Okay, we used to solve some questions using board mass, right? Like 2 plus 3 and let's say I have added some brackets here and 2 plus 3, then multiply by this. I'm adding more brackets, 4 plus 2. Okay, so we used to write like this only, right? We used to write like this, 2 plus 3, then these brackets, and multiply by 4 plus 2, these brackets. Okay, so if I am extracting only brackets from the above equation, what will I get? Okay, one opening, then one closing, one opening again, then one closing again. Fine. So is this valid or not? So I have to say only that this is valid. Why? Because what's happening here? Let's see. When I move from the very start of this string, okay, I see the very first bracket is opening, fine, and the second bracket is closing. So I am getting a pair of opening and closing. Opening should start from first and then closing. Okay, then now I am starting from the next. Okay, in the next I am getting one more opening, fine, then in the next I am getting one more closing. So what is this valid? Yes, this is also valid. Okay, so this whole string is valid now. Okay, I hope you are getting this, why I am taking this as valid. Okay, so what if I say we used to write equations like this? Can I write one more bracket here? Is this making any sense? Like 2 plus 3 brackets, opening closing, fine, multiply 4 plus 2 by opening closing, fine, then one more closing bracket. Is this making any sense? So when I extract the brackets from it, then what will I get? I'm getting this opening closing, then opening closing, then one more closing. Is this closing, see yaar, is this closing making any sense? Why should I put this? I'm getting this 2 plus 3, okay, opening 4 plus 2, opening closing. This is not making any sense. So this is making a pair, this is making a pair. What is this doing? So this is an invalid. Okay, this is an invalid string. Okay, let's talk about some more examples. What if, let's talk about some single parentheses, or okay, so if I want to write just one character, let's say 2, can I write this character like this? I can write. Yeah, this is very basic things. I hope you know all about this basic maths. Okay, so I can write two, this opening and closing brackets, fine. So now I want to extract brackets from this. Okay, so what will I get? I am getting this. So this is also valid. Okay, this is also a valid string. Okay, so now I am writing, let's say if I write two like this, one opening only, is this making any sense? One opening parenthesis and I just have written two, or like this, if 2 multiply by 3, if this, so I am extracting, I am getting this is valid again. Okay, this is same like this. Now I want to write 2 multiply by 3 but with only opening bracket. If I extract my bracket from here, is this making any sense? 2 multiply by 3 and this just an opening bracket, and when I am extracting, so this is an invalid thing. Okay, we should, these parentheses should make pairs. Okay, let's talk about some more. Okay, let's say it's 2 now. So 2 multiply by 3 plus 2 and one more like brackets, and then plus 3, let's say, and like this. Okay, is this valid? From the equation I can say this, yeah, this is looking pretty good. Okay, so now let's extract the brackets. So one opening, then one opening again, then one closing, then one closing again. Okay, so from here I can see one opening is here, fine, one opening is here, and one closing is here. So I can say that this is making a valid string. Okay, so one opening was there, previously, so one closing again came. So this is also making, see, this is making this, these are making pairs now, one this and one this. Okay, so I can say that this is valid. Okay, as you can see, this equation is making sense now, these brackets are making sense. So the its extraction will also be valid. Okay, now let's talk about some more. Let's see, let's take some more examples, like, yeah, one more thing. So yes, I was writing this now, so this is valid, fine. So what if I now write this, only this closing one I am going to extract? Is this making any sense? Nope. This is valid and this is invalid. Sorry, sorry, this is invalid and this one, green one, is valid, fine. So now let's talk about one more thing. Okay, we were talking about pairs now. This is making pair, this is correct. Okay, now let's talk about this thing. Is this valid, this thing? Let's write some kind of equation, let's see. Okay, so when we were talking about this, so 2 plus 3 is 2 plus 3, this opening and closing was like this. I am extracting my brackets. Okay, fine, this is fine. Okay, so this string is valid one. Okay, now let's talk about, if I say 2 plus 3, this is closing and this is opening. Is this making any sense? What is this? This is nothing. And if I extract brackets from this equation, I'll get this. So this is invalid. The equation should start from the opening, and we should obviously get one closing in pairs. See this, like this, like this is also a valid. Okay, this is also a valid. See, this opening is, cancelling this closing, this opening cancelling this closing, this opening cancelling this. I can write this also, then I can write this also, this. I can create, many as I want. Okay, so these kind of strings are valid. I hope you now get insight, you know about now valid and invalid strings. Okay, so this is valid and this is invalid. Okay, so now what is question? Let's talk about question now. We were just discussing valid and invalid string parentheses. Okay, so what is the question? They will be providing us some input, like, let's say input is like this. Okay, they will provide us some kind of input like this, and we have to give the output that how many number of parentheses should I add, that this I those parentheses will make this string valid. Okay, I have to give the output a number I have to provide to the output, that those number of parentheses if I will add those number of parentheses to this string, then this string will become a valid string. Okay, I hope you get the question. What the question is? Let's say this is my input, so what will I do? Okay, this is my input, so what number of parentheses should I add to this string? Then this string will be valid string. Now this is invalid now. See, this is a valid pair, fine, and rest is invalid. Okay, I hope you are able to see why this is valid and invalid. Okay, so what now, to do this, what we have to do is, okay, so what if I say this is my input right now? Okay, I have just taken an example. So what will I do? I will be just making pairs from hit and try. Let's say, let's do hit and try. This is opening. This is, let's find the let's firstly write these are in some space. This closing, one closing more, one opening, one opening. Okay, so let's figure out some valid strings. Okay, so I can clearly see that this is valid. Okay, this one is valid. Okay, the rest is invalid. Okay, if I want to make the rest valid, what I have to do, I want to add some string. Let's say I'm going to just make pairs. Okay, I'm going to make pair, one this, one this, one this, and one this. So now you can see this whole string is valid. See, this is valid, this is also valid. Now my whole string is valid. What I did, I just added how much? 1, 2, 3, 4. I added 4 parentheses so that I will be getting the answer. I am getting now answer, okay, of this. So now let's take another example. Let's say this is my example right now, okay. So now let's talk about this now, okay. So let's write this and this, okay. So let's figure out the valid string. So from this string I can clearly see this is the valid one, fine. Rest is invalid, this is invalid, and this is also invalid, okay. So now let's try to add some, okay. So this is alone, okay. So I am going to add some opening in front of this, okay. This is close, this is closing, so I am going to add some uh, closing to this, okay. So now if I see this is also valid, this is also valid, so this now whole string is valid. So what is happening, see, this was the valid string, okay. What if I remove this? I remove this from the string, okay. Now I have removed this. How many characters are left? See, two characters are left. So what was I doing? I was adding one opening to this and one closing to this. Then I was getting the answer. That means I was working on pairs. So my answer will be what? My answer will be when I am removing the valid ones, the character left in my string will be the number of elements I want to add, number of parentheses I want to add, then that will make this string valid, okay. See one more example, then you will be getting. I will be just doing what? I'll be just removing my valid answers, okay. Then I'll see how many elements are left. That will be my final answer, okay. Let's see. Okay, now let's see. This is, sorry. Okay, so this is my input. Let's take some bigger input. Okay, so this is my input right now. So, okay, so now what I have to do, I just have to find the valid ones. Okay, can I say that this is valid? Because this will cancel this and this will cancel this, so this is getting valid. I can also say this is valid. It's true. Now what I have to do, I'll just removing these. Let's say firstly let's make a copy of this. Okay. So now what I'll be doing, I'll be removing the valid ones. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this. Firstly, let's make this valid. What I have to do for this is valid, this is valid. I will do just what to I want to add how many elements, that this will make it valid. I'm just going to add one opening in front of this closing, and this will also become valid. So now this whole string is valid. I have added what? I have added only one character, one opening parenthesis, okay. So what was my algorithm? I was doing what? I was just removing this, okay. So my valid is this. Now I am going to remove this. Now I have removed this, fine. I have removed this, I have removed this also. So when I was making this valid, I was going to add one parenthesis, okay. Now when I have removed, I have only get my I am only just left with one character. So my final answer will be the same as the character left in my this string, okay. So now let's talk about the algorithm. What we will be doing, we will be using a stack, okay. I'm just telling you, I have already told you the structure of this question, so please go and try this first, okay. So now I'm going to discuss the solution, what I will be doing here, okay. So now what I will be doing here, let's say they have provided us the input this, okay. This is my input, okay. So what I will be doing, I'll be just removing the valid strings from the character, okay. I'll be pushing this string in my this array, sorry, in this tag, and then I'll be doing this, okay. So now what I will be doing, you just see, I'll be iterating from the very start, from the from the 0th index till last index, okay. I'll be extracting my character, okay. Firstly, I am getting what? I am getting an opening bracket, okay. You just see first now, then you will be getting what I am trying to do, okay. So I am getting initially what? My opening parenthesis. So I am just pushing my opening parenthesis into the stack, okay. After this, I am getting a closing parenthesis. Okay, so you can see I am getting the closing parenthesis here. So this is valid. This is valid thing now. So I just want to remove this. So what will I do? If my stack size is greater than 0, that means my stack has something. And I am getting some character which is closing bracket. And in the top of my stack, there is present an opening bracket. That means they are cancelling each other. If I am getting, if I am getting a closing bracket and in the top of my stack there's present an opening bracket, then I will do just nothing. I'm just going to pop the top of the stack, obviously, right? So now I have, I have deleted this. You can say I was where I was here, right? When I got this, I was here, and I just popped from the stack. Fine. So now I have, deleted this. Kind of nothing is. I was firstly what I was pushing now. So now I am here. Now I am here. Okay. So now I am getting a closing one. Okay. I just have no option. I just have to push it. Okay. So next I'm getting what? Closing one. I can do nothing. I'm just going to push it. Now I'm getting an opening one. So again I have no option. I just have to, I can't, remove it because it's not making any pair. Okay, then again I'm getting this. Okay, so my for loop is finished. So at last I will be doing what? I'll be just returning my stacks size. Why? I have already told you. I have removed what? I have removed the valid one. Okay. See, I have removed the valid one. All this is invalid. When my stack size is what right now? It's 4. If I am going to add, let's say I'm going to add some element. My string was like this. Okay, what if I want to make this valid? I have to add one here, one here, one here, or one here. It's valid also, or I can do like this. Okay, so this is valid. So I have added how many character? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can see the elements remaining in my stack will be the answer, because I have to make the pair na. See, because I have to make pair which is left. So for 4, I have to add 4 parentheses to make this string valid. Okay, so let's now code this, then you will be getting a better insight of this question. Fine. So let's see what's happening, what I was doing. Let's firstly make a stack of what? Of character. Fine. Of character. And let's give the name it's as st new stack. Fine. So here I am getting a stack. So now I am iterating in this loop. I equals to 0. I less than what? S dot length. Fine. I am going to iterate it in the loop to get every character. Okay. I am initializing a character variable ch. Okay. And s dot caret what? Caret I want to iterate in the string now. Okay, fine. So now what I was doing, if my stack size, for exception, if my stack size is greater than 0 and my character equals to what? Equals to a closing bracket and my stack stop, that means st dot peak equals to and what? An opening bracket. Then what will I do? I'm just going to do nothing. I'm just going to pop my the toppest element. Okay, so I'm just going to pop. Else I have no other options. I just have this only option. Else I'm going to do what? I'm going to push my character into the stack. Okay, so here I have pushed this, and at last I am going to do what? I'm going to return my stack dot size. This is it. This was the only code. Nothing was there. Okay, let's run this and see if there are any errors. Okay, it's accepting it. Code is getting accepted. and yes, it has passed all the test cases. So let's see what's happening here. Let's take some example. So this is my example right now, this is my stack right now. Okay, so I have made a stack. Okay, now I am in this for loop. I is equal to 0, so my ch will be initially what? Ch will be this, uh, an opening parenthesis. Okay, so now I am here now. Okay, if my stack size is greater than 0, my stack size is not greater than 0, it's equal to 0 rather. Okay, so I'll be not, entering in this if condition. I am going to enter in this else condition. I am going to do what? I just have not have any option. I just have to push my character. I am going to push my character here. Fine. Okay, I have pushed the character now. Okay, now I equals to 1. For I equals to 1, I'm getting ch as what? Ch as closing 1. Okay, now I am having closing bracket. So my stack size is greater than 0. True. My stack size is greater than 0 and my character is equal to closing bracket. Yes, my character is equal to closing bracket and my stack's peak is equals to an opening bracket. Yes, my stack's peak is equals to an opening bracket. So I'm going to do what? I'm going to pop the element. So I'm going to pop this. From this you can see that I have deleted something, some valid input, very start. Now I have no access for this. Okay, so now I equals to 2. Now I equals to 2. I'm running the loop now. Now I equals to 2. I have iterated this. I access this. Now I'm left with this one. So I'm getting a closing one. Okay. Okay, so now my character is equal to this. So I can't enter if condition because stack size is not greater than 0. Okay, so I have to enter the else condition. I just have to push this. Okay, now I have to push this. Now I'm out of this for loop because my string is completed now. Okay, and my stack is what? Okay, my string was what? My string was like this. Okay, so now I'm going to return what? I'm just going to return the stack size. What is stack size right now? 1, and it will return and it will print the result. Okay, so that means my answer is 1. Okay, that means if I add one parenthesis, then I'll be getting the answer. Okay, so let's say this. Yes, this is valid. Fine. See, what was it? My answer, my input was like what? Okay, wait. My input was like this now. See, answer was what? Answer we were getting was 1 na. So I can also add one bracket here. So I just have to only add one parenthesis to make this string valid. Okay, that was all. This was all in the question. Okay, I hope you understood this question. If you are having any doubt, please watch this video again. And plus, if you like the video, please hit the like button and please share our channel. And plus, please try to dry run this problem. Then you will be getting a better insight of this question. Okay, guys. So thank you. We'll meet in the next lecture. Bye bye.